Hi, in today's video, I want to talk about doctor shopping. Do you know what that is, or have you done it? It's when somebody goes to one doctor and they're like, I'm not sure about what the doctor said. I'm gonna try another doctor just to get second opinion. It starts like that, looks something really harmless. Then they're like, I'm not sure about both of them. I mean, there were some contradictions, but there were some similarities. I don't know who to trust. Let's get third opinion. And that's how it goes fourth, fifth, sixth opinion. By the time the person is exhausted or maybe ran out of money and they're like, I don't know whom to trust. Six people, tons of different things they have told. Yeah, there are some similarities, but there are some differences. I don't know whom to trust, right? So, doctor shopping leaves you even worse than what you were when you just saw one doctor and you were just about to follow what the doctor said. It starts and it looks really harmless that yeah, we have the right to go to as many doctors as we want. If we don't feel satisfied with one, we're supposed to find another one. Didn't you already say it, Ankita? I get that because I did say it in one of my posts. Then it doesn't work out with one of your psychologists, you need to try another psychologist. But this is not the way I just described the doctor shopping. Let me tell you how it is different. Now, before we get to that, you need to understand from where does this begin. And it's not just that person changes doctor, person can even change the field. Like for example, somebody's been going to an astrologer for some times and they are not getting great results. They're like, but I think astrology is a hocus pocus. I don't get it. I think I'm gonna go to numerology now. And then maybe like by chance they get some results in there, then we're like, oh my god, numerology is a thing, I'm gonna stick to it. Something like that can also happen. So they will start to think that it's not the doctor they had to change the whole field and they'll go to some other kind of thing, right? So this is common, this happens, but this is problematic. Just because something is common doesn't mean it's healthy and good, right? We know it by now. So because so many fucked up things are common now. Okay, so doctor shopping's root is in the trust issues. So, a kid growing up, whenever its trust gets wounded, trust can get wounded because of many reasons, because of parents, some of the parents, they are not really trustworthy people. Sometimes they tell lies to their kids. And sometimes kids find out that they were lying. So, of course, kid is like, damn, I can't even trust my own parents, then whom can I trust? Right? It goes like that. Sometimes these parents are trustworthy, but they're getting conned so much by the whole world. When the kid goes out in the world, it doesn't know whom to trust, right? These are the kids who always run back to their mom and dad for everything's approval and yes or no. That's because they're like, only those people say truth to me. Everybody else is a liar because my mom and dad are innocent, like that, right? So trust can be wounded in various ways for people. And when trust is wounded, life becomes really exhausting. Just think about it. Something so simple. If I'm ordering my food from Zomato, just imagine how many people I have to trust to get that meal. I have to trust that Zomato is showing the correct prices. I have to trust the hotel is showing the correct image, like food is actually going to look like that and it's going to taste like how it's described. I have to trust that the restaurant did prepare it with hygiene. I have to trust the guy who actually cooked my food. Like, was he hygienic? I don't know that guy. Right. And I have to trust the guy who handled my food. Like, he had my package. Like, what if he would have done? For that, we do have seals nowadays. But yeah, so many people you have to trust in order to do something so small. So, can you imagine the lives of people which have trust issues? That is why this trauma needs to be resolved. It cannot go on like this. Doctor shopping is not normal, even if it is common. Now, the issues with doctor shopping. You might think it's harmless, I'm just taking second opinion, but this is not how you take it. Let's talk about the wrong way first, then I will tell you the right way. So the wrong way is like you're like, I don't know, what this doctor said, I want to take a second opinion, as I said. So what may happen here? Now you didn't think through it for the long term. You thought for the short term. You're like, it's just not making sense to me what this doctor says. I'm gonna hear it from other doctor. Many people, they already have something in their mind that they wanna hear. Okay, and they just go to doctor just to check. It's like rolling the dice just to see that are you gonna say what I want you to say. Like they keep shopping till they meet a person who says what they want them to say, right? So like there's this movie I watched. In there was this doctor. I think Anand. Yeah, Anand is the movie in which that lady didn't have any problem, but she keeps going to doctor So doctors will look at any doctor would come and just say that you look stressed, you must be working so hard. This is exactly what she wanted to hear. It was not true, but she wanted to hear it. Just because you want to hear it doesn't mean it has to be the truth. Because if it was truth, everybody will be saying it. Then why would you want to hear it so bad? Because you must be hearing it all the time. No, because you want to hear it, right? So you keep looking for that person who will say it how you think it is, right? And some of this definitely has an overlap with your intuition. You're like, I don't think that is going on with me. I want the right doctor to find out. As we will talk about, that is the cases where we do take second opinion. So people don't think long term when they do doctor shopping. Like just think about it. Okay, you went to first doctor, he told you 3 things are wrong with you and these are the ways to cure it. Okay, and you go to the second doctor for the second opinion. He says only 2 things are wrong with you. Now you may think that okay, second opinion worked and we're just gonna take care of those 2 things. Don't you think now this third thing that this second doctor did not tell, it will be bugging you now? This is what happens. This is the fate of doctor shoppers. They're like, wait, that guy didn't tell about the third thing. But now, if I'm gonna tell him and then he tells, is he just messing with me, or is he not a professional doctor? How can he, not look at that, not pay attention to it? Like, how can it go unnoticed from him? Now I don't know what to do. Let's check the third doctor and see if he also tells 3 things. They go to the third doctor, he tells 4 things. Then they're like, okay, now what should I do? Which things I should be taking treatment of? Okay, this is one of the things that can go wrong and usually goes wrong when you do doctor shopping. Okay, then comes to the treatment. Okay, now whom you gonna go for the treatment and whose treatment are you gonna prefer? And somebody who told 2, 3, 4, which guy you gonna pick? It's gonna be tough. And then they pick one guy, and then what happens? If any issue happens, they go to that guy only because they took treatment from them. And after a point, when this guy starts feeling disappointing, they cannot now go back to another doctor, the previous one or the later one or any of these from the places where they did the shopping, right? Because they are following the treatment of another guy. In between, if he turns to be disappointing and the treatment is going on for the third thing that this guy didn't ever tell, he'll be like, why would you take for that? I looked at you and you were just fine on that. Now this is not my area. Go get it checked with someone who did say you had that problem. Then they're like, damn it, that was only that guy. So you get it? So doctor shoppers, I have rarely seen doctor shoppers having great results with any doctor. Because trust, the placebo, the trusting that this medicine is going to work for you, trusting that this doctor fucking knows what it's talking about, this healthcare provider knows what they're talking about, and it makes sense to me, and I want to believe in this, even if I don't know them, because you will not just know everyone as you meet them, right? It will take time, it will take a lot of rapport to build, it will take maybe months for you to trust them even, right? So that consistency is going to take. Consistency is exactly how you build trust. When you show up for people and you show up in dignity and everything and in your honesty, people say that on a repeated course over the time, then they're like, yeah, I think I can trust that person, right? So they don't give anyone that kind of a chance, and then they say things like that, you know what, I've had it, you can't trust any of them. Then these people try the self-treatment, and there's only how far you can go with self-treatment. It's just like how far you can go with self-education or whatever, because there exist experts for a reason, because you cannot go, like, there's only how far this thing can take you, right? So this is the life of doctor shoppers, or any kind of healthcare shoppers. They go to multiple places to maybe just to hear what they want to hear, or just to keep shopping just to see what more they can find out, or the least that they can find out. The whims and fancies have no limits, that. So but doctor shopping is not correct, because this is always a losing game, and I have told you many examples of that. Now let's talk about what's the correct way of checking a doctor or second opinion and all that. So see, I've always told you should seek second opinion when you just don't align with the doctor. Like, for example, the thought process, the way the doctor thinks, you're like, because it's important, because you're supposed to connect with your doctor to heal. It is important. It's not just the medicine. It's not something like popping one pill like that. Maybe for some small issues, sure, but for a long term, for a long treatment, or even for a medium level treatment, you would require that. And some sensitive people, they even require it for the short term. People like me. Okay, so you go to a doctor, you whatever they are telling you, if they look knowledgeable, they sound right and all that. Like there are some things, if you just see the doctor after first time, the way they are speaking, the way they are paying attention to you, that they will fully listen to you and all that, then you will know I don't even feel like talking. My body will not just open up to that doctor. That my heart will not open up. Like no, like that guy didn't even feel bothered to know that my suffering and all. He was just looking at his papers and all, and he didn't even care, right? And it feels like that some basic things that you will feel, and with that, whatever the doctor, no matter how intelligent it is, if it spoke like that, it didn't speak with you with care, because see, it's health care provider, not just health provider, health care. You have to care for your patients. So those doctors definitely lose clients. They always do, lose clients. I was speaking to even my friends, and they say that we love to go to those doctors which listen to us like completely, and they relate with us. They get to understand our little lifestyle struggles and everything. Their medicine works better because why? Placebo. That you feel it will work better because you have trust, right? So now that is the first few markers. Even if that is not present, like that's why I say that's the first few markers. After that, doctor can be so intelligent, medicines can be like so wonderful, but because placebo is not on your side, trust is not on your side, it's hard that they work, especially for a in-depth kind of a treatment or something. So that is one of the things. Second is that maybe doctor is knowledgeable and everything he tells is great, so in starting it may be looking right to you, and you might have a shred of doubt because you are the person with trust issues, right? You might think like, oh, should I take second opinion before going? But now that you know there are so many complications to second opinion, so don't rush to it. That's exactly why I'm making this video, to know that doctor shopping is not free. You think it is free, it's not free. It actually messes you up more than it helps you. So then you just follow this doctor. Even if you have doubt, allow yourself to follow this doctor and tell your doubts. If his treatment does not work, then I will see another one. That is how it works. So you have to give that doctor a fighting chance. That person is also speaking to you for the first time. Maybe in the first time he won't be that open, he will not be caring for you, will not have long conversation or something, or will look in the eye a lot and all. You are a stranger to him as well, him or her, whatever, right? And so give that person also time and rapport to build there, and the work to be begun, and let it reach where doctor thinks it can make it reach, and then ask if after that also the treatment, by the time actually most of the questions will not be left for you, because mostly it will be successful, or if it is unsuccessful, then ask the doctor that, see, I came here for these 5 things, only 2 are gone, what are your plans for the rest of the 3? Doctor has a plan and it has a timeline. If that works with you, tell. If it doesn't work, then also discuss and mutually come to something, right? And only if it goes to that level that this doctor is trying so much but nothing's working, timelines are not like reliable, like whatever he says, it doesn't happen that time, you need to have good enough reasons, and only move away from that doctor when you're sure, like almost sure, that you would never go back. Of course in emergency you can always go back, but then you move fully from that person, then freshly find another person. Because when you have 2-3 places like that and you're not sure about any of them, you don't get any result, you waste more money, you waste mental health and space, all that. Why would you do that to yourself, right? So this is what I want to talk about today, about doctor shopping. So if you are someone, or you know someone who does doctor shopping, they need counseling, and I offer it. Details are in the description. Because of this, their trust issues, not just at doctor shopping, they are making their life difficult in many places. There are those people which forward those videos that you cannot trust government, you cannot trust this, you cannot trust that, but they don't know how much damage it causes. Yeah, of course, maybe there are places which we cannot trust, and information needs to be there. But especially a person who grew up with people not around them which can be trusted, it can almost wreck their life and many of the experiences of their life. Like they will not know like which real estate broker is fine, which interior designer is okay, which yoga teacher is actually teaching me the correct technique, which therapist is fine, is she really gonna heal my trauma. Like you don't know whom to trust, and it's a very painful way to be alive. Right? Even for you to trust me to take counseling from me, let me tell you, it's a hunch, and only after taking it Only after coming here and giving me my fighting chance to work it out with you, you'll find out it works or not. That is the thing about trust.